everyone. Our sequence, our order of presentation would be candidate number 1, Dr. Armando Alviola. For the second, we have Attorney Loredy Tangaran. And for the third, Dr. Ramil S. Catamon. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please let us give the floor to our first candidate, Dr. Armando Alviola.
The future of Northwest Samar State University is not something you are appointed Commission of the Higher Education Commissioner from his office, Attorney Aradne Rose Esquilona, Dr. Maximo C. Alhibi Jr., Regional Director of the Commission on Higher Education Region A, Honorable City Mayor Raymond C. Uy, together with Dr. Lydia Roles and Florencio Enriquez, City Councilors, Dr. Joel P. Linson, Chairperson of the Search Committee, Dr. Terso Ronquillo, President PASOK and President Batangas State University, and the rest of the Search Committee members. The distinguished members of the Board of Regents of Northwest Samar State University, our OIC University President, Dr. Helio Behildo E. Ancheta, university officials, faculty, staff, students, our valued stakeholders, and guests, good morning.
Good morning.
Allow me to briefly introduce myself. I am Dr. Armando A. Alviola, a licensed criminologist and professional teacher, and a proud member of NWSSU community since 2005. Through the years, I have served as program chair and dean at NWSSU and as assistant dean and dean at Negros Oriental State University. Let me highlight key accomplishments that reflect this leadership journey. I initiated the offering of 5 academic programs at NWSSU: the Bachelor of Science in Criminology, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, now a separate college, the Bachelor of Science in Law Enforcement Administration, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Security Management, and Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science, which is for implementation. I also spearheaded the successful application for Certificate of Program Compliance, securing CHED approval for 5 out of 6 programs. We elevated the accreditation status of our academic programs. Under my leadership, the performance of these criminology graduates in the criminologist licensure examination significantly improved, reaching 94.22% in February 2026, driven by strengthened instruction, review, and intervention programs. I prioritize faculty development by strengthening our faculty complement, upgrading qualifications, facilitating promotions, and supporting participation in local, national, and international professional development initiatives. We enhance our laboratory facilities, including the establishment of NWSSU Campus Radio 89.5 FM as a laboratory facility for the Development Communication Program and as the university's official campus radio station, where I serve as the station manager, as well as specialized laboratories for criminology. We also secured board approval to strengthen laboratory funding. We strengthened our academic programs through curriculum review and enhancement, including securing PRC authority to offer the criminology refresher course for repeat examinees. The college extension programs were revitalized, resulting in numerous community outreach and development initiatives. We also expanded linkages and strategic partnership to support instruction, research, and extension. This includes securing funding support from international organizations like PIMSI, Student development was strengthened to revitalize sports programs, consistent championship performances in the university intramurals, leadership development, and participation in regional, national, and international competitions. Beyond the university, I also served as a chief evaluator for the regional quality assessment of local universities and colleges and state universities and colleges, a consultant to the LGU of Catbalogan City in the establishment of Catbalogan City Community College, and an AACOP accreditor contributing to the external quality assurance in higher education. I am grateful to have received recognitions and awards in leadership, research, and service. I have authored and co-authored researches published in Scopus Index journals and have published several textbooks in my field on the screen. If given the opportunity to lead, my vision is clear. In WSSU as a leading state university in Eastern Visayas, producing globally competent, innovative, and ethical graduates who drive sustainable development. This vision will be realized through accessible and technology-enabled education, impactful research and innovation, and strong partnerships and strengthened regional, national, and global engagement. I am guided by this philosophy, leading with integrity, innovating with purpose, and transforming lives through inclusive and sustainable education. I firmly believe that a university must be anchored on integrity, accountability, and shared responsibility while continuously striving for innovation and excellence. To translate this vision into action, I present a 4-year strategic roadmap anchored on global and national frameworks that guide higher education today. Forward in WSSU 2026 to 2030, expanding access, elevating excellence, ensuring sustainability. This roadmap is anchored on 7 key development goals. First, future-ready and transformative academic excellence. We will ensure accessible, technology-enabled, and outcomes-based education that prepares graduates for the demands of the modern workforce. This will be achieved by expanding satellite campuses, aligning academic programs with chief priorities and industry needs, adapting flexible and inclusive learning pathways, revitalizing TESTA-aligned technical vocational training, sustaining accreditation and quality assurance, and strengthening licensure performance and graduate employability. Our focus areas are expanding external campuses, offering in-demand programs such as allied health, advancing micro-credentialing and ETIAP, revitalizing ladderized programs with TESDA, enhancing quality assurance, modernizing digital learning system, and improving employability and licensure outcomes. Second, outcome-driven research, innovation, and production. We will generate and apply impactful research and innovation that respond to regional and national development priorities. This will be pursued through strengthening research productivity and external funding, establishing flagship research niches and innovation hubs, promoting intellectual property, commercialization, and technology incubation, and ensuring ethical, community-responsive research aligned with sustainable production and industry needs. Specifically, we will focus on Scopus Index publication, external funded research, and patents and copyrights, priority research niches and innovation hubs in environment, agriculture, education, and governance, IP systems, startup incubation, and industry partnership for commercialization, research ethics, impact assessment, and community engaged models and production initiatives, technology transfer, and livelihood support. Third, responsive and inclusive community engagement. NWSSU must remain deeply connected to society. We will strengthen extension and public service programs that empowers communities and supports sustainable regional and national development. This will be achieved through aligning extension initiatives with national and local development priorities, implementing flagship programs in areas such as climate resilience, education, agriculture, and entrepreneurship, in strengthening community capacity building and technology transfer, and expanding multi-sector partnerships. In concrete terms, we will focus on SDG, LGU, and Philippine Development Plan, align extension programs, flagship initiatives in climate resilience, education, agriculture, and MSME, community training, capacity building and technology transfer, and partnership with government, industry, NGOs, and international stakeholders. Fourth, world-class partnership and internationalization. We will strengthen NWSSU's global engagement and competitiveness through a strategic and institutionalized internationalization system. This will be pursued through strengthening internationalization process or policies and systems, expanding student and faculty mobility, developing international academic linkages and joint programs, building strong industry, academic, government partnerships, and increasing participation in global networks and ranking systems. Specifically, we will focus on institutionalized internationalization frameworks and governance system, expanded inbound and outbound mobility opportunities for students and faculty, collaborative research initiatives and joint or dual degree program offerings, integrated industry, academic, government partnerships for research, extension, internship, and innovation, and active participation in global networks, benchmarking, and ranking system. Fifth, accountable and transformative governance. We will promote ethical, transparent, and results-driven leadership that ensures organizational excellence and long-term sustainability. This will be driven by strengthening governance systems and accountability, institutionalizing performance-based management, embedding data-driven decision-making, and digital transformation, ensuring financial sustainability and effective risk management, and establishing a responsive, sustainable alumni relations system. Our priorities include strengthening compliance mechanism and public accountability, results-based planning, monitoring and evaluation, integrated data system and digital operation, sustainable financial practices and risk management, income generating and continuing education programs, university farms, enterprises, training, certification, lifelong learning, so research and grants mobilization, external funding partnerships, research and grants office, asset and facility optimization, leasing, shared use of facilities, sustainable land and property management, and alumni engagement, networking and institutional support. 6. Resource optimization and sustainable infrastructure. We will strengthen the university resource base by developing resilient green and technology-enabled infrastructure.
This will be.
The seventh and the last goal in development of people and institutional culture, at the heart of NWSSU are its people. We will invest faculty development, strengthen student leadership and values formation, and cultivate a culture of excellence, integrity, inclusivity, innovation, and service. We will also promote lifelong alumni engagement. Specifically, we will prioritize advanced faculty qualifications and research productivity, student leadership, development and values integration, high-performing institutional culture, innovation, mindset, recognition, and incentives, and sustain alumni engagement and support. These goals are anchored on more values of responsibility, inclusivity, service, excellence, innovation, sustainability, collaboration, value-centeredness, and empowerment, summarized as RISE above. In closing, the future of Northwest Samar State University is shaped by the choices we make today. Forward in WSSU 2026 to 2030 is our commitment to excellence, innovation, and service. The path ahead requires shared leadership, collective action, and a clear sense of purpose. And if we stand united, there is no limit to what NWSSU can become. Together, let us move forward with courage, with conviction, and pride. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Everyone, especially to the members of the Search Committee for President, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Before I proceed with my presentation, allow me first to give you a brief of my professional background. I am a graduate and Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Engineering, a Master in Engineering major in Water Resources Engineering and Management. I am a Doctor of Management and a Juris Doctor. As to my eligibilities, I am a lawyer, a licensed professional teacher, a registered professional agricultural and biosystems engineer, and a civil service eligible pursuant to PD 907 as an honored graduate. As to my administrative experience, I've been a planning director, college dean, and research center director. I'll skip that part to save my time. My vision for NWSSU is to transform into a future-ready, resilient, and globally connected technological university where education, innovation, and technology uplift communities and produce globally competitive graduates. The vision moves from institutional excellence to regional transformation to national development and ultimately for global impact. Guided by the key pillars, lifelong learning, innovation and technology, sustainability, global citizenship, and international collaboration. As to my mission, allow me to unpack my mission, our mission. Our mission is to deliver transformative, industry-aligned education that translate learning into real-world outcomes. Through outcomes-based education, digital innovation, and global standards, we assure that the education that we provide here in the university will transform into skills, to innovation, employment, and to ultimately to societal impact. As to my guiding leadership philosophy, my leadership is anchored on transformative leadership and participative leadership. A university is defined by the lives it transforms. I will lead with integrity, inclusiveness, and accountability, advancing education and research aligned with national development. Participative leadership. True progress is built together. I will promote shared governance, transparency, and stakeholder engagement because every voice matters. As to my development goals, allow me to present to you my ASCEND framework. A for Advanced Transformative Technological Education. So this is anchored on my proposed development goal 1, transformative technological education and governance and digital transformation. First is advanced transformative technological education. First is institutional outcomes-based education. My goal as a university president is to ensure that our programs in the university are all aligned with the guidelines of Commission on Higher Education, and that all programs have certificate of program compliance. Another thing is that all our curriculum should be updated regularly to see to it that it is based on the feedback of our stakeholders, such as our industry partners, alumni, and students, and it should be based on data to ensure that our curriculum is relevant and sustainable. Another is to expand digital innovation and smart campus system. Now that we experience crisis, requiring us to shift into flexible learning modalities, the question is, are we prepared? Are we giving a quality education to our students? That's why this is one of my priority, to improve our digital infrastructures. That is to invest in smart classrooms, modern laboratories, and reliable learning management systems, including the digitalization of our services. Another is to align programs with national and ASEAN qualification frameworks and prepare future-ready graduates. Another is 4S, sustain climate resilient and inclusive university. So we have here Green Campus Development. In order for us to assure that we are aligned for Green Campus initiative, we will subject our university for ISO 14001-2015 or the Environmental Management System. SDG-aligned sustainability programs, inclusive growth and gender equality, and environmentally responsible operations. We will align our programs with the local government units. You know, the local government units, they are implementing the No Plastic Days. We should also align our program here in the university. The fact that we are situated in Calbayog, and the fact that also that we are an academic institution. Our function is to shape the minds of the people. And any other initiative in relation to environmental protection. CES collaborates for global and industry engagement. So we will strengthen our partnerships with local government units, industries, and international universities, ASEAN and global mobility programs. So this is also one of my key priority areas to strengthen our international mobility for students and faculty. We will give more funds so that we can provide opportunities for our students and faculty for international collaboration, either for leadership training, for research presentation, or any other academic endeavors. Another is for research and innovation collaboration, locally and internationally. Another is community engagement and regional development. E for excel in research, innovation, and knowledge creation. So we have to increase our research productivity and impact. So how can we do that? We have to have a policy of research visibility. Increase our web presence, and also look up into our incentives for our faculty members so that they will be motivated in coming up with a research outputs that can help in our research productivity. Another is develop innovation ecosystems and technology commercialization. I have envisioned to have a functional university innovation and technology hub. You know, this can be an opportunity for income-generating project of the university, in licensing, in consultation, in conducts of trainings, in patent development. We can partner with industry, they have problem in technology, and the technical know-how is coming from the university. We can develop the technology, and we can partner. The financial support is coming from the university. And also incubation and startup enterprises. Our student research is also, our knowledge here, the research can be converted into technology and eventually for commercialization. And also promote interdisciplinary and SDG-driven research. All our research should always be SDG-driven. Next is nurture people, leadership, and institutional culture. So this is also my key priority areas for faculty and staff development. You know, as an academic institution, our greatest asset is the faculty members. Okay? We have to invest in our faculty members, because investing in the faculty members, we are investing in the quality of education. And with quality education, we produce quality graduates. Okay? So we have give more opportunities for study leave for our faculty member for advancement, and also attendance and relevant trainings and seminars. Another is leadership succession planning. So this should be included in our strategic plan in order to train incoming leaders. Also, wellness, ethics, and integrity. You know, I am an advocate of work-life balance. So, there are a lot of works in university, hindi po mauubos ang ating trabaho. But, if we can just implement a wellness program wherein even just 2 hours in a week, that we can have yung passionate mag-play ng pickleball, basketball, zumba, or just simply a meditation to have that mental clarity. So that I believe that if we are healthy, mentally and physically, we can provide more to the university. We can produce more, and we have quality output in the university. And also, this peer support program is also necessary. Group mental health center, and also talking about nurture people is looking at the professional conduct of our people. Are we following the ethical standards of a good employees? Including feedback mechanism, because this help us grow, know, and improve. And this one also, transparency in governance. This is one of my priority areas. Because if there is transparency in governance, there is trust by our stakeholders. And their stakeholders are very much willing to help if they have the trust in the university. Another is inclusive academic culture. Pangarap ko po na walang discrimination in the university. Lahat po, pantay-pantay, whatever is your denomination in life. We can have that, have support like to very vulnerable sectors of our community, like the PWDs. We can organize them so that we can give a right intervention. I believe they have a lot of needs. Hindi lang ROBs ang kailangan nila. But with the right intervention, when they are organized, we can give more support to them. And also, if we have also that open religious activities here in the campus. I observe every first Friday we have Friday Mass for Roman Catholics. Why not open it to all religion? Because that's inclusivity all about. Diba? Bakit hindi sa second Friday? Can we have other religion also? And safe space to everyone. And also, we have also here solo parents. If we can have just an RC or playroom wherein may silang pag-iiwanan na kayo ng anak. So that's inclusivity, to include everyone here. And last one is discover opportunities for lifelong learning and sustainable resources. Expand event by TESDA, micro-credential, CPD, and EDIAP. Ibalik po natin ang TESDA in WSSU because we are partners in attaining that opportunity for lifelong learnings, including the Department of Education, including micro-credential, CPD for promotions of our professionals, and EDIAP. It strengthens workforce mobility and lifelong learning, and optimize our public partners of private partnerships, LUDIP, and income-generating projects. In summary, we have here Ascend, and to end, I would like to share with you this quote by Harvey S. Firestone. According to Harvey, the growth and development of people is the highest calling of leadership. For me, leadership is not about position. It's not about power. It's not about authority. It's about impact that we create to the people. When we empower our students, we help our faculty members, and we serve our community, we fulfill the true purpose of leadership. Thank you and good morning, everyone.
Dr. Ramil S. Catamora. A round of applause, please.
Tagline of my platform for my presidency is called Laying the Foundation, Leading with Integrity, and the Pursuit Towards Excellence. Allow me to brief background of my professional. I am Dr. Ramil Soria Catamora. I have earned Doctor of Education major in Administration Supervision in 2013. I have earned Master of Science in Management Engineering 2021 at University of Visayas, Cebu. I have earned Master of Arts in Science Teaching major in Mathematics in 2005. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. I have passed 2 board exams. I am a professional mechanical engineer and registered mechanical engineer. I've been in 30 years in service. I have held several positions such as I am the former Vice President for Academic Affairs. I am the former Vice President for Administrative Affairs. I'm a former Dean of the College of Technology. I'm a former Director of Produce Services. I'm a former Director for School Conduct Facilities. And I'm a former Director for General Services. According to EDCOM2 report, the ideal Podium graduates of today should develop the following: principled and resilient character, knowledgeable and valuable skills, entrepreneurial and self-reliant mindset. If we speak on principle, it talks about values and ethics. If we talk about resilience, it's bounce back from challenges. And social responsible, our commitment to community, and graduates of today should be academic excellence. Graduates of today should be employable, current skills, lifelong learner, and critical thinking. The present society demands graduates who are not only knowledgeable, but also principled, resilient, and socially responsible. We need men and women of character who can lead decent lives, resist corruption, and contribute meaningfully to nation building. More than ever, our graduates must be employable, entrepreneurial, and capable of creating their own livelihood, thereby establishing self-worth and strengthening the stability of our economy. According to Ubuntu, the vision of education should be fully develop young people, improvement of human life, and its core values. Higher education is vested with this responsibility to fully develop people with initiative, intellectual endowment, and moral grounding, whether in the academic or in related fields. As the second Congressional Commission on Education on EdConto report has emphasized the purpose of higher education's mission, it should be the improvement of the quality of human life through excellence, relevance, and accountability. Next slide. And also, the role of higher education should have today has some key points. Society demands graduates who are first, knowledgeable, principled, resilient, and socially responsible. Universities, especially government universities, must produce employable professionals, entrepreneurs, and ethical leaders. As emphasized by EdConto report, higher education must improve quality of human life through excellence, relevance, and accountability. This university mandate and strategic vision, yours truly is a visionary leader with decades of service, education, and governance. Northwest Samar State University, as a chartered state university, is committed to realizing this mandate with a clear vision towards sustainable development and a better quality for life for the community while striving to become a leading institution in the country. It is in this regard that yours truly, Dr. Ramulis Katamora, who has dedicated decades of service to education and governance, now lays down these 99 visions. These are guided by the university's mission to provide higher technological, professional, and vocational instructions and training in science, education, commerce, agriculture, and engineering to promote research, advanced studies, and progressive leadership, and to uphold the Commission on Higher Education's mandate. Allow me to present to you my proposed visions. Northwest Samar State University shall be a leading institution of higher learning in Eastern Visayas committed to academic excellence, global competitiveness, holistic student development, and sustainable community engagement anchored on integrity, innovation, and service to the nation. And here is my proposed mission. Northwest Samar State University is dedicated to providing advanced, accessible, and relevant education, fostering innovation and research excellence, promoting transparent governance and exclusive resource mobilizations, and empowering students, faculty, alumni, and communities to contribute to national development and global progress. And here is my development goals of the so-called 9-point agenda. First, advanced accessible lifelong learning, competitiveness and global engagement, holistic student development, innovation and research excellence, governance and accountability, inclusive financing and resource mobilization, digital and infrastructure transformation, community engagement and extension services, sustainable development, and resilience. At the center of our Lucky 9 visions is the roadmap for NWSSU future. The arrows radiating outward show that this goals activity shape 6 courses, students, faculty staff, alumni, administration, church and home, and the environment. Each one of these is very vital. Students are our heart, faculty our drivers, alumni our partners, administration our backbone, church and home our compass, and the environment our responsibility, together to complete the circle of transformations. Number 1, development goals for NWSSU. Advanced, accessible, lifelong learning. What do you mean by this one? Scholarship, flexible learning pathways, and continuing education programs will be expanded. Access and equity will be prioritized, ensuring disadvantaged students are not left behind. This directly addresses IDCOM's concern on equal opportunities and strengthen NWSSU's role as a gateway to inclusive education. Sabi nga ni President PBBM, kahit isang estudyante mo lang sa mahirap na pamilya, para makatulong mo lang is maligaya na siya. Number 2, competitiveness and global engagement. Curricula will be aligned with labor market needs and ASEAN global standards. International partnership will be forged to provide faculty and students changes, ensuring that NWSSU graduates are globally competitive and responsive to the demands of the modern workforce. Our key points here: labor market aligned curricula, ASEAN international standards, and international partnership and exchanges. Number 3, holistic students development. Beyond academics, leadership training, student organizations, and wellness programs will be strengthened. Values formation will be integrated to produce principled graduates who embody integrity and service capable of contributing to both local communities and national progress. Our key points here are leadership training, strong student organization, and wellness and values formations. Number 4, innovation and research excellence. Research hubs will be established in priority fields aligned with CHED's National Higher Education Research Agenda. Interdisciplinary research will be encouraged to address pressing local and national challenges, positioning NWSSU as center of innovation and knowledge creations. So our key points here are research hubs in priority fields, interdisciplinary research, alignment with CHED research agenda. Number 5, governance and accountability. This character must possess the President. Transparency and integrity will be institutionalized in financial management, guided by Republic Act 1209, otherwise known as the new Government Procurement Act and COA regulations. Data-driven decision-making will be adapted to address IDCOM's critique of weak monitoring systems, ensuring accountability at all levels. Our key points are transparency in financial management, compliance with other online and COA regulations, data-driven governance. Number 6, inclusive financing and resource mobilization. So, sustainable funding strategies will be developed, including partnerships with LGUs, industries, and NGOs, and efficient use of resources will be ensured to maximize impact on teaching, research, and services, strengthening NWSSU's financial resilience. Our key points here are partnership with LGUs and industries, sustainable funding strategies, and efficient resource management. Number 7, digital and infrastructure transformation. Modernization of classrooms, laboratories, and libraries will be prioritized. Smart campus initiatives, digital records, and e-learning platforms will be implemented to transform NWSU into a digitally empowered institution ready for the challenges of the 21st century. During our application for COPC, we have a problem for laboratory facilities. And mind you, before I left my office as VP Academic Affairs, I was able to approve an amount of 3 million pesos, and now the equipment is ready for delivery. And also, I have able to submit proposals amounting to 78.5 billion for laboratory facilities for all programs at the university, and it's now ready for delivery because the bidding has been done. Next, community engagement and extension services. Outreach programs will be deepened to uplift local communities and promote regional development. Extension services will be aligned with CHED's framework for social relevance, ensuring that NWSU remains a vital partner in community progress. Next, last, number 9, sustainable development and resilience. Green practices and disaster preparedness will be integrated into campus operations in line with Republic Act 9729, or otherwise known as the Climate Change Act of 2009, and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. NWSU will champion sustainability and resilience, ensuring a safe and environmentally conscious learning environment. Again, here is my 9 development goals if given a chance to serve the university. Next. These 9 visions are not mere aspirations. They are commitments grounded in law, policy, and the urgent goal of EDCOM 2 to fix the foundations of Philippine higher education. Together, they form a roadmap for NWCU to become academically strong, socially responsive, globally competitive, and ethically governed. But visions alone cannot build the future. We must unite as one community of regents, faculty, staff, students, and partners to lay down this foundation together. Yours truly, Dr. Ramil Iscatamora, calls upon each of you to rally behind the shared mission to lend your voice, your strength and your trust so that NWCU may stand not only as a university of compliance, but as a university of leadership, innovation, and integrity. With your support, we can transform challenges into opportunities and ensure that Northwest Samar State University shine as a pillar of higher education in Eastern Visayas and beyond. And this is my philosophy: transformative leadership through integrity, innovation, inclusive empowerment. Integrity means the foundation of trust, transparency, and ethical governance. Innovation means driving research, excellence, digital transformation, and global competitiveness. Inclusive empowerment is ensuring students, faculty, alumni, and communities are active partners in development. NWCU towards excellence, laying the foundation, leading with integrity. Together we can transform Northwest Samar State University into a leading institution in Eastern Visayas and beyond. With that, thank you so much and God bless everyone.